Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you try, your heart always ends up falling for the one person who barely even sees you? Someone who ignores you, who never truly shows they care. Why does this happen? Why does it feel like the things and the people we long for the most are always just out of reach? In today's video, I want to help you understand the deeper emotional and psychological reasons behind this pattern, and more importantly, how you can finally break free from it. If you've ever been through something like this, stay with me until the end. You're not alone. This story is more common than you think. First, we need to understand a concept called scarcity. Whatever is rare or hard to get instantly feels more valuable to our brain. It's as if the things that are distant or hidden have a special kind of glow. And do you know why that happens? Because our brain releases a chemical called dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for the feeling of pleasure, especially when we're chasing something we don't have, something uncertain or mysterious. Think of it this way. When you try to reach something just out of your grasp, your desire intensifies. It's like trying to catch a butterfly that keeps slipping away. The harder it is to catch, the more you want it. That difficulty feeds the longing. And that's exactly what happens when you fall for someone who ignores you. The emotional distance and the lack of response create a kind of game that your brain interprets as a rewarding challenge. But that's not all. There's a much deeper part of this that comes from our past. The emotional wounds we carry from childhood. If you grew up in an environment where love wasn't something certain or consistent, you may have learned, without even realizing it, that love means rejection or absence. This is what psychologists call an insecure attachment. When we carry this kind of bond, we start confusing the pain of rejection with the feeling of love. Have you ever stopped to think about what your earliest lessons on love were? Could it be but that the way you relate to others today is shaped by those past experiences? It's a delicate topic, but essential if we want to understand why we keep falling for people who don't give us the attention we deserve. And that's when a cycle begins, one that can become truly vicious. The person who ignores you ends up having a certain power over you, even without realizing it. We crave validation, recognition, the feeling of being important to someone. And that constant need for external validation can become a trap. Today, with social media, this cycle has become even more intense. We seek likes, replies, attention, and that only reinforces the pattern of clinging to people who don't give anything back. The real question you need to ask yourself is, am I really looking for love, or just for approval that will never come? Understanding this difference is crucial, so you don't stay stuck in relationships that only bring pain. Let's talk a bit more about what actually happens in the brain during all of this. When someone we care about ignores us, our body releases a mix of hormones and chemicals. Dopamine, which creates feelings of pleasure and desire. Cortisol, the stress hormone. And oxytocin, which is linked to emotional bonding and attachment. This chemical cocktail confuses our emotions. On one hand, we feel the stress of rejection. On the other, we crave the connection and long to win that person over. It's like the brain gets trapped in a cycle of hope and frustration, making it even harder to let go of someone who's not giving us anything back. Understanding this chemistry helps us see that it's not just about lack of willpower. It's a complex process that involves both the body and the mind. But take a deep breath. Not all is lost. it is possible to break this cycle and find healthier relationships built on real love. Here are some steps to help you get started. First, acknowledge and accept your emotions. Don't judge yourself for feeling pain or for wanting someone who doesn't give you attention. That's human. Second, get to know yourself better. Reflect on your emotional wounds and what keeps drawing you into these patterns. Therapy or even keeping an emotional journal can help a lot. Third, learn to value yourself. Self-love is the foundation of any real, lasting connection. Fourth, avoid power games. Relationships should be built on respect and mutual care, not on who ignores more or chases harder. And lastly, be patient and allow yourself to connect with people who truly see your worth. Healthy love does exist, and it begins with you. To close, I want to leave you with this thought. Healthy love begins within. Falling for someone who ignores you may be a pattern, but it's not a life sentence. With awareness and intention, you can change your story. Take a moment to reflect on your current relationships. Are they truly rooted in love or in a need for approval? Remember this: you deserve to be loved fully, just as you are. And that kind of love only becomes possible when you learn to love yourself first. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with someone who might need to hear this today. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or personal experience. I'd love to hear what you think. And while you're here, check out our other videos on self-awareness and relationships. There's so much good content waiting for you. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next video.